Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York. We're back in Las Vegas on the Strip, and as many of you know, I spent my last trip here in Vegas at the Flamingo Hotel and Casino. I did a video on the Flamingo Habitat and Pool, which was one of the first videos on the Flamingo. Then I did the Flamingo Hotel and Casino video, and finally I'm doing a room tour video, which is this one right here. I'm going to show you the room and what I thought of it. By the way, as we're walking the sidewalk in front of the Flamingo, you should know that this is very early in the morning during COVID, which is why you see nobody out. Jeff from New York has this city to himself. So some of you may be wondering, hey, Jeff from New York, why the Flamingo? Truth is, Jeff screwed up a MGM comp deal for a week, very last minute, and I needed to find a place to stay. The Flamingo always interested me. It's not a high-end hotel. It's actually one of the more lower-end hotels as far as prices here on the Strip. But the place always intrigued me, especially the habitat and the pool. So I decided, let me try this place, and it was dirt cheap. This is actually the rear entrance to the Flamingo. This is where the valet service is, as well as the Uber, Lyft, and taxi service picks you up. So the first thing we have to do is check in, and I anticipated talking myself, turning up that New York charm of mine into a upgrade. That didn't happen because I was told there's no humans to check you in. You need to use a kiosk during this age of COVID. A friendly smile, a $20 tip, or a friendly stroke of the screen means nothing to these kiosks. Actually, the friendly touch just makes the system crash. It took my credit card, gave me my room number, and just spit out a room key. Now, if you're a fun-loving traveler like myself, you want to take care of the essentials right after checking in. So I headed to the liquor store. Apparently, they knew I was coming, but they just weren't ready yet. Apparently, these spirit stores need a lot of preparation for a Jeff from New York visit. Now we're walking past the shopping area of the Flamingo. I believe the room I had was $29, give or take a few bucks, a night here at the Flamingo, which is unheard of for a hotel on the Strip. And let me tell you, the Flamingo is one of the cheaper hotels, but it's a very nice hotel. So definitely worth $29. However, once you add that resort fee in, well, it brings it well over $70. So there you have it. This is the Flamingo Buffet, which of course wasn't open when I visited a couple days after the Strip opened. I believe some of the buffets have opened though since then. This is that really awkward point where you're at the elevator bays for the 50th floor and you're asking people where the elevators are for the 15th. And here we are, the 15th floor, hardly nosebleed, but well, let's see what it has to offer. By the way, if you're not a fan of pink, don't stay at the Flamingo. Pink doesn't bother me. I remember back in marketing when I was in college, they said that red makes you angry, blues and greens calm you down, yellow could make you nauseous, but pink, it just seems to make me a little bit happy. By the way, if you are staying on the 15th floor, you need to ask for the elevators if you want to go up or down. Knowing the Flamingo probably didn't have a in-room refrigerator, I bought one of those fold-up bags that you can put ice in, and it lasts for a day or two, and it's a great thing to have. You can keep your perishables if you want to buy some food down on the Strip. You can keep it in that bag for a day or two, and then just refreshen it with ice. After roaming the halls for quite a while, I was told by the staff that the ice machine is on the 16th floor. There are none on the 15th. Okay, go ahead and call me spoiled, but I never stayed at a hotel that didn't have an ice machine on the floor that I was staying on. And I'm sure it's not me. What if you were in a hotel and you woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and said, I need ice, and you went outside your door and found none because it was on a different floor? And finally, here we are, room 15103. Let's check it out. Right off the bat, this is supposed to be my one king bed room, and as you can see, I have 2 queens, which would be great in the casino downstairs, but it's not what I expected in my hotel room. Perhaps I should go downstairs and have a conversation with that kiosk. One of the things I immediately liked about the room is that it's bright and airy. I hate getting a hotel room that's kind of dark and dingy, and especially when it's kind of on the dirty side and you can't really see where all the dirt is. In a room like this, you can spot dirt pretty quickly. But I just like the light and airy feeling. It's nice and bright in here, and the colors are fantastic. It's all bright colors and whites. Also, while watching this room tour, keep in mind that I paid, I believe, $29 for this room, plus the resort fee, and that's really cheap for a hotel room like this on the Las Vegas Strip, in the middle of the Strip. And you also get that fantastic pool, one of the best pools on the Strip, as well as the flamingo habitat outside. This is Mitzi, the Rubber Ducky Showgirl, who shows up on all my Vegas videos. As most of you know, there are hidden mascots, or some of you call them Easter eggs, in my videos. Mitzi shows up in all the Vegas ones. Sometimes she's easy to spot, other times she's quite elusive, so keep your eyes open while watching the video. If you spot her, note the time in the comments below, and if you're the first one, you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. And as you saw, the room does have a refrigerator, which is unusual for any hotel on the Las Vegas Strip, particularly one at this price. So, okay, I've seen much nicer bathrooms here at the Las Vegas Strip, but again, $29. If it's clean, I'm happy. And by the way, that floor looks dirty, especially the shower floor, but upon close inspection, it's actually the marble they chose. And I would not have chosen that marble for a bathroom because it looks really dirty, but it's not. It's just the way the marble shows off. The bathroom features a remote-controlled television in the mirror. This is a no-smoking room, and it had no odors whatsoever, but I'd have to say that on several occasions walking through the corridors of this hotel, I think I got a contact high. But again, the room, no smells whatsoever. Alright, now for the view, I wanted to see what kind of view my lovely kiosk downstairs assigned me, and my attempt to open the curtains with my hands proved fruitless. I've been in this town long enough to realize that there should be a switch on the wall for these curtains, and I did find it eventually. And again, I have to say the view is much better than I thought, considering 1, I couldn't speak to anyone downstairs for an upgrade, and 2, the room was $29. I expected a worse view than this. It's not the greatest view, it's not of the Strip, but it's a great view of the pool. There's restaurants down there, Carlos and Charlie's, you can see. There's a video on this channel about Carlos and Charlie's. The observation wheel, and I'm dying to see this view at night as well, which I'll show you at the end of the video. The only issue I had with the view, and again I'm not complaining at this price, is you see a lot of rooftop, which is not unusual here on the Las Vegas Strip, or any hotel for that matter if you're up on the higher floors. And you're literally surrounded by the Flamingo Hotel on all sides, so it kind of narrows your scope of view, but again, I'm not complaining. This is the view a little later in the day. If you plan on visiting Vegas in the near future, check out the link below in the description. 50 things to do and tips while visiting Las Vegas. Okay, now just a few things I discovered about the room while being here for just a short period. The rug has seen better days. It appeared to have something that looked like melted candle wax, at least that's what I hope it was. But I did find a lucky penny, heads up, so I picked it up. This is my lucky penny for this trip. The table seemed to have something spilt on it, so I got out my travel-sized Windex, which I always travel with, and attempted to clean it, but it wasn't dirty, it was just damaged. Now, if you have a problem here while you're at the Flamingo, there is a automated concierge system that they have. It's basically a text system between you and the hotel. If you have an issue, you text a certain number, and it gets back to you right away via artificial intelligence. If that doesn't work, you could always talk to a human if you need to. I thought this system would eventually fail me, but it didn't. It was pretty accurate, and it got back to you right away. Here we have some paper cups. No more glass anymore, people. I don't know if you've noticed the differences since COVID, but there's an automated person downstairs, there's an automated person in my phone, and there's paper cups on the counter. This is definitely COVID. The safe was completely dead and useless. I texted my automated concierge, and it assured me that no one is entering my room during my visit, which I didn't feel too comfortable with. I travel with computer and camera equipment, but since I had that text on my phone, I felt a little more comfortable as far as a guarantee from the hotel. So, in conclusion, did I enjoy my stay here at the Flamingo? The answer is yes. The reservation was last minute, the room was dirt cheap, and outside of the issues I discussed near the end of the video, I really had no issues for the rest of my stay here. And of course, there's that pool and the Flamingo habitat, which is really two world-class hangouts. Would I come back to the Flamingo again? Probably not. It's something that I always wanted to do. I always wanted to check this place out, but for a little bit more coin, especially these days, you can get a lot more hotel on the Strip. But if push came to shove and I had to stay at the Flamingo, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Coming up next on the New York Channel, we are going to head back to Jackson, New Jersey to visit Hurricane Harbor, which is a water park here. It's part of the Six Flags Great Adventure Complex. And just like Great Adventure, there's lots to see, eat, and do here at Hurricane Harbor for the entire family, only it's a little bit wetter and a lot more cooler. There's tons of water slides from tame to extreme. There's the lazy river, there's the wave pool, there's the newest attraction, the Calypso pool area here. It was a great day, so like I said, check it out next here on the New York Channel.
Thanks for watching the New York Channel. Please subscribe.
All right, say it again together.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Thank you for watching. One more time, sorry.
And a little louder.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you for watching the New York Channel. Please subscribe.
So I asked Ginger and Marianne why their outfits are totally white when all the other showgirls are so colorful, and they told me the reason they're in white is because they've never been, let's just say, to the Encore. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.